Today we are back at Disneyland, where the resort all summer long is celebrating soulfully with experiences that honor the rich Black heritage and culture. And June happens to be Black Music Month. And there is a new exhibit that is starting today in the downtown Disney district. All summer long you can find limited time foods, music experiences, and the all-new Tale of the Lion King show, which is in the Fantasyland Theater. But today we're headed to downtown Disney, like I said, for the opening day of this new exhibit. So the Soul of Jazz, an American adventure, runs June 1st, which is today, through July 4th. Discover the legacy and dynamic history of jazz on a musical tour of America, featuring beloved characters from Disney and Pixar Soul. The Soul of Jazz is an American adventure touring exhibit that illustrates a legacy and dynamic history of jazz. Joe Gardner, musician, mentor, and star of the Disney Pixar original animated film Soul, takes guests on a musical tour across America, showcasing the rich history of jazz along the way. So there are some activities here for the kids. There's coloring bowls. You can decorate these records and these musical notes. You can actually hang it up on the wall over here. About to head into the Soul of Jazz, an American adventure. It is right here in the old ESPN Zone location, right next to the old downtown Disney parking entrance by security. You can't miss it. Let's head on inside and celebrate soulfully. This is inspired by the Disney Pixar film Soul. Disney Pixar presents The Soul of Jazz, an American adventure. It's a story of America. It unites people from all walks of life. It's a living, breathing art form that is constantly changing and inspiring. Kansas City, gateway to the Southwest. In the 1920s, cities across America began boarding up their jazz clubs, saloons, and casinos due to Prohibition. As a result, many territory bands and musicians fled to Kansas City, Missouri, an isolated Midwestern hub famous for its loose interpretation of the law, barbecue, and vibrant nightlife. During the height of World War I, millions of oppressed Black Americans from the rural South fled north to major industrial centers in the hopes of finding work. During this great migration, New Orleans jazz traveled up the Mississippi River, stopping along the way at cities like Memphis, Kansas City, St. Louis, and Chicago. When the jazz age eventually peaked in New York City, jazz had transitioned from being upbeat dance music of the day to more moody listening music one could enjoy at night. It was here in a handful of iconic New York City nightclubs that some of the greatest jazz legends in history got their big break and changed the course of American music as we know it. Perhaps the most popular nightclub during the jazz age in New York City was Harlem's Cotton Club, a venue known for launching the careers of many jazz musicians, including Duke Ellington and Cab Calloway. During the mid-50s, a calmer, cool variant of jazz music emerged on the West Coast, thanks in part to California's more relaxed culture and Hollywood's booming film, television, and music industry. the birthplace of jazz. Like its people, the city of New Orleans is a mosaic of cultures, ideas, and most of all, music. The beginnings of jazz can be traced back to the iconic area of New Orleans, Louisiana, called Congo Square. During the 1800s, enslaved Africans and free people of color gathered there every Sunday to socialize, sing, and dance. What resulted was an exciting new style of improvisational music with its strong hints of African, Caribbean, French, and Spanish influence. Jazz music came from New Orleans, and New Orleans was inhabited with maybe every race on the face of the globe, and of course plenty of French people. Then we have Spanish people there too. Jelly Roll Morton. In the early 1800s, the lively port city of New Orleans was perfectly positioned for the import and export of good ideas and cultures. Because of this, it comes as no surprise that evolution of jazz was heavily influenced by its Latin neighbors to the south, including Mexico, Cuba, Puerto Rico, and Brazil. Big Band meets Disneyland. In the summer of 1955, Anaheim, California welcomed the happiest jazz venue on earth, Disneyland. Over the course of the next decade, some of the most iconic jazz musicians and bands in the era could be seen swinging every day of the week at Cavalcade of the Big Bands. There are special offerings at Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen and Black-owned food trucks that are here starting at 3 p.m. It's only like 1 o'clock right now, so I probably won't stay, but the Nashville hot chicken sounds really good. And then we pass the shopping post down by World of Disney for some limited time merchandise. I hope you enjoyed that look at Celebrate Soulfully here at the Downtown Disney District. These events run through July 4th. If you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button. And you can follow us on social media at the Funnel Cake Blog on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Now it's time to walk back to the garden walk. But it's okay because I had a ton of junk food this morning at Knott's Berry Farm. So I could use this little walk.